Springer. We're getting ready to do just a short hike today. It's kind of socked in. It's all covered up, but we're gonna go out here, do the Benton MacKaye, a little short loop backwards out to the summit, just to get out, get some pack time, do a little hiking, just to get in the woods. Hopefully it don't rain on us, but the mist and fog is heavy enough that it's falling in the form of drops, but hopefully we stay dry. Three Forks is 3 miles. We're going to turn about a quarter of a mile in and head backwards. It's actually good to see some water on the trail because that means that there's water in the mountains. Off to the sides, of course, side slope's going to feed the springs. We need it desperately. I think we got a little bit of rain, I know, last night, and they probably did up here too. This fog and mist that you see, all that's moisture, so it's condensing, forming on the leaves as we can see here, and then making its way to the ground. So all of that's good. That means some streams will have a chance to form and flow, and hikers can get some water from some water sources. So this is the intersection with the BMT. Of course, the AT goes on, the BMT is going to come around and then hook into it again and then share some time with it before it splits at the turn off to Long Creek Falls. We're going to head this way. We're going to do a loop coming all the way around and back. So, done this before, but not this direction, so this would be kind of nice. Kind of different. Sometimes doing a trail backwards just, makes that trail new. This couple came by. She had a pink hat. I remember on the drive in where the BMT crosses the forest road, I saw them heading off into this section, so I knew I'd be passing them at some point. So far it's been pretty good. It's not terribly muddy, it's moist, the ground's pretty moist, but by and large it's not been any kind of mud issue really. Rain coming down from overhead in the form of this mist and dew coming off the trees. When it kick up and it comes down, it kind of simulates rain, but no kind of downpour going on, so we're in good shape. I got a rain jacket, I got an umbrella, so not terribly worried about that. As much as I hate rain when it comes to hiking. Good to see the water flowing. When it leaves here, it goes down this slab. You can kind of see it. It's just like a slab of rock. It's almost like a slide. It's not flowing real heavy, but it's flowing enough to be flowing, which is what matters. It's all good. Good to see. We make our way from that last creek crossing down this side slope of rhododendrons. Come to another crossing here. This crossing's pretty low because if I remember this right, these branches were always here to help you get across. But still, it's flowing. It's starting up again. And all of that is good to see. Real good to see. Somewhere downstream from this, and I have a feeling that this stream and the other stream converge. Somewhere down in there, when the rain's really moving the creeks, there's a bit of a waterfall that you can hear at times. I wouldn't mind going to try to find it, but it's thick as hair on a dog's back out there. And of course right now I wouldn't be doing a whole lot, but kind of looks like maybe at one time a trail split off up that way. I don't know. Keep going up through this foliage. Kind of a foliage tunnel. Got some rhododendrons giving away to laurels here. Beautiful, big, huge trees. Big old hemlock back there. Passed a couple of guys doing the loop from Amicalola, coming up the approach, doing the Benton MacKaye around, kind of lollipop route, and then back down. They said that they passed a lot of people, I guess, heading down the approach that had wet gear, so they said it must have rained on them about 11 o'clock last night, so which makes sense. We can see that the ground here is saturated pretty good, so I think it's a little bit more than just mist. So that explains some of the standing water and everything, so all of which is good. Need the water. Got a little game trail. Something's been making its way down to the trail. Who knows? The shadow knows. Well, after bragging about all the water, this stream's barely moving, but it's got something. A little bit of water moving through it. That's good, though. It'll probably pick up as the day goes on. We're kind of down slope a little way, so it'll be gathering, I'm sure. Getting close to the road crossing, we can hear the cars on the road, people coming and going. Saw a lot of folks on the road, the dirt roads, some overlanders it looked like, and people in cars. The road down the winding stair gets pretty rough, but people will do it anyway. This section of the road's a lot better as it comes by Springer Mountain parking lot, though. Kind of forgot about this descent here. I mean, it would have been an ascent for me when I did this the other way, but yeah, we got to make our way down either to the floor or pretty close to the floor. So time to go down. This little offshoot goes down to this runoff. It's not quite rolling yet. It could be tomorrow. It starts sucking all the water off this hillside. Here we are. This is the road we came in on. And make our way across. Still following the White Diamond. Benton MacKaye. Temperatures are low, only in the 60s, but as you can imagine from this fog, it's very humid. So when you start building up a sweat, you kind of stay covered in sweat. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Complain? Yeah, I'm gonna complain. No one's overlook. No one overlooked that. I don't think we're gonna have much of a view. Nothing but bright gray wall, a bright gray wall there. I believe this is the spot where I took the picture of my channel photo. Not much to see, is there? Nope. So I'm making our way over to the AT. I'm kind of getting up around the edge of this hilltop, which is Ball Mountain. I think I mistakenly called the overlook back there Ball Mountain in a previous video, but looking at Gut Hook and where I'm at, this would look to be the summit of Ball Mountain, kind of over here to my right. So anyway, we got a little bit of a saddle, I think, and then we'll start our gradual climb up to the AT. We'll go out to the summit of Springer before heading back to the parking lot. Skirting the summit of Ball Mountain. Down this side slope here, somewhere along this side slope is a start of a creek that cascades over Cochran Falls. Someplace I haven't been. I thought about going today, but I think I'm going to wait, let some of the vegetation beat down. I've heard that it's a difficult hike in places, and it could also be that brush may contribute to that, but we'll have to go take a look at that. Get an idea how short-lived whatever rain possibly came through here is, and this area may not have gotten any. It may just all be saturation from, you know, from the mist. I don't know, but the underside of this is just bone dry. That's just dry. So yeah, didn't get a good long soak, but maybe through all this fog today, it'll just continue to seep around, seep into the ground, and make for at least a little bit of flow up here. We're making our way over to the AT and getting pretty close. Then we'll head up to the summit of Springer. Got some hangers on back there. It'll probably be about the last of the flowers. Starting to get into approaching mid-October here. Getting real close to the AT, I can hear people hike from the parking lot to the summit's fairly popular. Of course, a lot of people coming from the approach as well, so not surprisingly, there'll probably be people along the trail, if not at the summit for sure. So, but we're getting real close. Well, we're at the Benton MacKaye Memorial Plaque, which is kind of cool. Getting real close to the AT. It's just down the trail. I can hear people, so not surprisingly. There you are. We are at the AT. That goes back to the parking lot. This goes to the summit. And this is the start of the Benton MacKaye Trail. So it meanders its way all over, eventually through the Cohutta Wilderness, and then up in to the edge of the Smoky Mountains, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So you can make a gigantic loop out of that with the AT, of course. A much smaller one called the Georgia Loop, using the Duncan Ridge Trail, which I hope to close up here this fall maybe. Yeah. There's a turn off to the shelter. I've already passed a few people coming down from the summit, which isn't too much further. It's funny how the air will carry different smells. It kind of smells, believe it or not, like glass cleaner. I don't know why. It just does to me. It's like I got the summit to myself and it's dry. And there's a wonderful view. I have to settle for the plaque today. It's the only view we got. This one, the one up there. Alright, making our way off the summit. Had a nice conversation with some folks up there, several folks. One guy hiking from the approach out to Standing Indian. I gave him a little bit of recon, and should be a nice time. And then about 5 guys back there heading to Neal. So they're going to sleep at Stover Creek Shelter, and then try to get to Justice after that. So it'll be a lot of fun. Thank goodness we got some moisture for them, and they'll have some water hopefully along the way. So it's nice. I wish I had gone with them. Alright, short Benton MacKaye loop done. Summit to Springer. Start making my way home. Found somebody's poo or something, I guess their pet bag on the trail. They thought enough to bag it, but not enough to drag it out. But yeah, it is what it is. I thought I might as well grab it. Since I'm heading down, it still ticks me off. Anyway, done, heading home.